Hey, I'm Blake.
And I'm struggling.
All right, we're back for another weekly movie stream. Dave, how you doing, bud?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. How about you? How are you doing?
Doing good now. Grandpa needs his cough medicine, you know.
It's true. I decided to finally drink these things that Chloe Wan left in my fridge.
What are they?
Lemon raspberry mojitos.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah, I like it.
Well, if you're watching this later on YouTube, thanks for the sub, dude.
Thanks, dude.
If you're watching this on YouTube and you don't want to hear us fuck around for a little bit, you can skip below using the chapter markers to the movie news segments or the film segments, whatever.
Yep. And
feel free.
those of you who are watching live, fuck you.
Fuck you. Love you. So, Dave,
Yes.
First off, what's going on here? We have stuff going on. We have a new podcast episode out, huh?
Yes, we do. We just released it on Monday of this week.
Yes.
And it's Alien versus Aliens.
Yes, the classic space horror film Alien versus one of the best sequels of all time, Aliens. Jordan, I know you probably have some thoughts on that, huh? Aliens do be bad, bro.
Aliens are scary.
They be scary, but yeah. So check out that episode. You can watch it just like you're kind of watching us right now. You can watch it with the movie clips on YouTube in full, or listen to us on everywhere, on whatever podcast streaming platform you like.
Except for Stitcher, because that's gone.
Well, you can't listen on Stitcher because that doesn't exist anymore. So yeah, don't try to watch on an outdated platform that doesn't exist.
Yeah, don't also try and watch it on AOL.com.
Don't try to listen to us on your Zune, and I think we're all gonna be just fine.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know if we will, you and I, but everyone else will.
I'll try my iPod Nano later. We'll see. Results may vary. But short of that, have you seen, short of the movies we're talking about today, we're talking about two movies that are not the same. We're talking about a new horror film, Talk to Me, from 2023, as well as an old classic horror comedy. I say old, it's like 13 years old. Tucker and Dale versus Evil. And I'm very excited for this, Dave.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited too. I did that thing where I was like, nope, I haven't seen it, just because it's my gut reaction to everything you say now.
Usually the right one, yeah.
It's a safe bet. But I have seen Tucker and Dale versus Evil, and actually, Chloe Wan and I went to go see Talk to Me on our own recognizance and not on the show's time.
What in the fuck?
Yeah, I'd
That's
already
great.
seen it by the time you suggested it.
Unbelievable. Everybody take a picture. Screenshot this. It's never happening again.
Yeah, because you're having a stroke and dying on camera.
Stroke.
Yeah, I saw a movie before Blake did. Hope you guys.
It's amazing. Yeah. No, I'm actually proud of you. I sound bitter, but I'm actually very proud of you because I was very excited to see this movie. So I'm very excited to talk about it now.
Yeah, I'm excited to talk about it too. I know that once we saw it, I was like, I hope Blake sees this movie because I want to talk about it with him.
Yeah, whatever. I don't want to start talking about it yet. We're gonna get there in not too long from now. Have you seen anything else that is stuck with you, Dave?
Movie-wise, no, but I did start watching The Haunting of the Hill House or whatever that's called.
Oh yeah,
show.
I love
Netflix
Haunting
show.
of Hill House. Yeah.
Yeah, Chloe Wan and I started watching it, and holy shit,
Yeah.
it's intense. It's really good too.
It's a lot. I enjoy it. There's like one episode that's like a single take. I mean, there's cuts, but they're kind of hidden. But it comes off as a single take, and it's brilliant. I think the plotting's brilliant. I think it's shot brilliantly. It's a what's his name, Mike Flanagan directed and written thing, and I love his films and his TV work. What was after? Oh yeah, Haunting of Bly Manor. I like that series as well.
Is it from the same people?
Yes, yeah.
Oh,
It's like a second season, like a haunting of kind of thing, but different, not quite as good, but still compelling drama.
yeah. I also got into Suits TV show, which has been fun. I'm going to go ahead and put to bed any kind of uprisings of Dave, why don't you watch The Boys? I have decided I'm not going to finish it.
Unilaterally, not fucking happening.
Especially after they the spin-off show has already started. I'm like, nope, I'm not doing it now.
Wait, there's a spin-off to it?
Gen V, I think it's called.
Okay, interesting. I don't know what that is, but I've never even heard of this.
Nope.
Cool, right on.
I had no idea it was a thing until earlier today. I was scrolling through my stuff, and I was like, wait, what?
What the hell?
God dang it, Dale.
Nice. Well, yeah, that's interesting. For me, I've been watching not a lot of stuff. I've had so much like work stuff going on and things going on, but we've been doing some like movie nights here on stream, and we've watched some bangers.
Oh my God.
By bangers, I mean we've watched some shit, some real fucking garbage.
Very garbagey stuff, yes.
Yeah, we watched through. Well, if any of you guys watching are like bad movie connoisseurs, then yo, John, what's up?
What's up, buddy?
If any of you guys are bad, movie connoisseurs, you'll know like Manos: The Hands of Fate.
Oh, Lord.
We watched that. I made Dave watch that. I'd never seen it either, and oh boy, that was trash. I think the worst thing we watched, in my worst favorite movie, the worst movie I've ever seen ever, and not even in just a bad movie sense. The worst movie I've literally ever seen is The Wild World of Batwoman.
Oh, so bad.
What a miserable fucking movie.
God damn it. I'm still not fully over that movie, or I haven't fully forgiven you for making us watch that.
To be fair to myself, because I'm generous to me, I'd never seen it. I didn't know what it was about. I didn't know anything. We watched it blindly on stream, and oh God, what a miserable ass movie. It's just boring. Nothing happens.
Nothing happens. Literally nothing happens.
We had an okay time watching it together, but God, it was tough.
It was hard to get through. That is for sure.
Yeah, you can watch us watch that on YouTube. You can also watch us watch Manos on YouTube. We did watch something fun. We watched Voyage to the Prehistoric Planet from 1965, which was pretty fun. That one's on YouTube. That one still might be on Twitch on our VOD.
Could be. Things that are still around. Automaton John's fat ass.
This robot got the biggest ass I ever seen. Dude, so funny. It's such a bizarre movie. It was like a Russian film that was like adapted for the US, but they like didn't put the Russian actors' names in there. Everybody's dubbed. It's weird.
Yes, every person who's like originally Russian is just dubbed over in regular like English accents, or American and then one English accent.
Yeah,
and it looks really bad because you got to think about how Russians speak and how their mouths move when they speak versus how native English speakers do when they're speaking English. Not the same.
Not the same at all.
No.
This is definitely like Cold War territory, so they weren't going to try to market this film to Americans with Russian actors. So they didn't even credit the original Russian actors. They just renamed him like John Cooper. Hey, Icky. Thanks for the sub. Icky was there when we watched. He was there when we watched Voyage to the Prehistoric Planet. The Sergey, whatever, is like John Cooper and Bill Paxton.
Jim Johnson and John Jimson.
Yeah, because like the people go to like Venus to find. I had fun with that one.
That was pretty good.
The one that was the last one we watched was called Phantom from Space. It was a fun time to watch. That one's gonna go on YouTube next week.
Yes.
But
yeah.
Or no, I say next week. I mean 2 days from now, on Saturday.
Yeah,
I've lost all sense of time.
You have. It's fine. I don't fully blame you for it.
We can only do so much, Dave.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, those were fun. So I had a good time watching that.
Yeah, me too.
But short of that, we also jammed through a bunch of podcast episodes. So I watched a lot of those movies, and I'm excited for them. So in a couple weeks, what are we talking about in a couple weeks? By a couple weeks, I also mean a week from Monday.
Yeah. We're talking about OG slasher films.
That's right. We're into Halloween season proper. In October, we're talking about the original Friday the 13th versus the original Nightmare on Elm Street. Going head to head, 2 original slashers. You tell us. We have our own thoughts, and you'll fucking hear them. So.
Yeah, whether you want to or not. Well, I mean, I assume you want to because you're listening, but
maybe not. I don't know. Maybe someone's put you in a basement and likes our podcast for some reason and makes you listen to it with them.
It's the first prize film serial killer. He makes his victims listen to our podcast.
That'd be so embarrassing for him. Here, listen to this podcast that literally nobody else fucking listens to. I'm kidding. Thank you for the people who do listen. I appreciate and love you. We just gotta laugh at ourselves.
Of course.
Oh, did you see that?
No, what happened?
I got a White Claw in my eye, bro.
You got White Clawed.
Oh, yikes. That came out of nowhere. So anyway, whatever. Short of that, we do have some movie news. Lots of stuff going on, Dave.
Yes, we do. To start, I think the most prevalent and best news is the WGA strike has officially ended. They got what they wanted. I believe they got everything they wanted.
I think they got everything they wanted. It's a great deal. And now my legs will stop hurting from physical activity. I don't have to pick it anymore.
Yes.
But that is not to say that there isn't another strike going on. Obviously, the SAG-AFTRA, the actor strike, is going on. I'm so excited for them. And it also, them getting their deal means SAG-AFTRA and the actors are probably going to get their deal. They're going to talk on Monday, right? I think you told me that.
Yes. So this news says sometime next week. And I'm assuming because WGA got a really good deal, I'm assuming SAG will too.
They fucking better. And even for stuff like me, like my budgets for like the work that I do all have been affected by this strike as well. And so, yeah, hopefully we'll get everybody back to work and getting equal and good pay. So, fuck the studios. They're assholes. I still hate them. But I'm glad we got a deal.
Yeah, I am very glad we got a deal as well because fuck those greedy assholes.
I know. Can you imagine, Dave? We talked about this on stream before where they're like, yeah, I don't care. Let them sweat. If they're going to lose their home, wow, maybe they should just, capitulate to us. Can you imagine saying that out loud? Hey.
And then they lost 10 times the amount that was being asked of them, and they went, oops.
Fucking oops.
We didn't learn a goddamn thing from last time.
I know. So, one CEO couldn't take their monthly trip to Milan or fucking Monaco on their yacht, and they're like, oh, we got to end this strike. I couldn't order as much caviar as I was ordering before.
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
I can only hire 5 maids instead of 7. Fuck that.
Oh, God, I can't even afford my own cleaning supplies.
I eat out of trash cans.
Well, speaking of the WGA strike being over, the Batman 2 script, the Matt Reeves sequel, is expected to resume soon thanks to the ending of the strike.
Yes. Wow. Fuck yeah, man.
Yes. As well, Universal wants a new draft for Fast and Furious 11 ASAP.
I fucking bet they do. Like, Mr. Mr. Vin Diesel, we can't read the crayon. You gotta put it in real ink and words, sir. He's like, no, just look at the drawings. Just look at the drawings.
Is this a family? Yeah.
Take your 8 Coronas and please leave the office, sir.
I would really like to. I don't know if you're going to be able to put this picture on screen, but this is the picture. I'm going to send in the email. This is the picture.
Oh no!
That they decided to use for Vin Diesel for this article.
Oh no!
And oh, it's so fucking funny, dude. I don't think you understand.
Yeah, send that over. So John and Icky, we're definitely going to be in a content drought for a minute for sure. But nothing. I don't think anything like in 2007, the industry was like, "Fuck these writers. everybody likes real world road rules. Everybody likes Big Brother. We're just gonna only put on reality TV, and I think we've also talked about this on stream before. We've been in we're at a place now, I think, where people are not fucking gonna put up with that. We've already seen a lot of prestige TV that's happened since 2007, and people aren't just gonna sit around and be like, cool, I gotta watch the Kardashians for 9 months now. Like, no, nobody's gonna do that. So it's gonna be in a drought, but I have a number of friends who are writers on shows and writers assistants and stuff like that, and whatever, they get back to it. I met this lady on the picket line actually months ago who she's a teacher, super funny, super funny. We were talking and she's like, yeah, I actually sold my show to Amazon and got my WGA like membership a week before the strike started.
Oh shit, dude.
I was like, no. She's like, I quit my fucking teaching job. I like quit all this stuff to start, and the strike starts. So hopefully she's doing well. I haven't talked to her in a handful of weeks, so she's been eking by. But yeah, hopefully she gets back to work. Lots of new shows, lots of people motivated now that they're not getting screwed. So yeah, it sucks. It's gonna be content drought, but I think what we're gonna get is gonna be some pretty inspired stuff. So I'm excited for it.
Well, we'll get to that. I got a lot of movie news about things coming up that definitely not inspired. But I did want to touch on this thing first.
Yeah, what's that?
Because I know you and I are going to get a kick out of this. So the digital release date for the movie Sound of Freedom has been confirmed.
Oh, yeah?
And it's set for the producer of this film about child trafficking has been arrested for child trafficking.
Oh, wow. I didn't see that coming.
It's literally the most ridiculous that you can't make this up. The producer, by the name of Fabian Marta, of the movie Sound of Freeman, which is about child trafficking, has been arrested for kidnapping a child.
Sorry, to be clear, I'm not laughing that he kidnapped a child. That's fucked up. I'm laughing because it's just the most, like self-reporty thing you could ever fucking do. I'm here to save the children as he snatches children. The fuck are you doing?
Right.
Like, that's okay. I listen to a lot of different podcasts and stuff, and I was listening to one. They were talking about the Sound of Freedom and all the Tim Ballard, like the guy Jim Caviezel plays Tim Ballard, and the real Tim Ballard has been accused of a lot of like sexual assault stuff, and then this producer is snatching children up, and it's like, man, maybe don't do that. maybe not be a piece of shit, but like, I guess when your entire thing is like to take a bunch of your friends from the Mormon church, fly to fucking Vietnam and go to brothels, what do you expect to happen? Like, this isn't government sanctioned stuff. You're just participating in sex tourism at this point. Basically.
And I'm glad that it's all coming back on him.
Yeah, me too. Fuck them. Also, just start a poker group or something. I don't know. There's way cheaper things that you can do as well.
Right. Yeah. Moving on from the...
This is awful.
From the awful irony.
Jesus Christ.
Jim Caviezel is a crazy anti-vaxxer.
Okay.
Theorist.
Jim Caviezel he lost his mind years and years and years ago, but there's also a really great episode of a podcast called QAnon Anonymous. They talk about the QAnon movement and stuff. There's an episode about Jim Caviezel. It's probably a couple years old at this point, but they talk with people who worked on that Person of Interest show with him, and they say, like, you can get stuck in the Cavortex, where Jim will come up to you. You're like a PA, and you're just trying to like go and like sweep the floor, like get your snacks on the crafty table. And Jim comes up. He's like, "Hey, man, listen. Have you ever noticed that people these days, they're really strange. My family came over, from Europe during the war. And speaking of the war, have you heard? Hitler didn't really do that many things wrong, and stuff like this. Jim Caviezel talks like that." And he also hit somebody with a car because he thought his character would do that in real life.
Oh yeah, you did say that. You did tell me that.
It's insane. The man is unhinged. Absolutely unhinged.
Absolutely unhinged. And not only that, but apparently he was like at some, I don't know if it was political thing or not, but he, an actor, having never served in the military, was wearing a military pin.
Yes, he thinks he's a Navy SEAL. That's the whole thing too with like the show and stuff. They're like, hey, like don't do this. This is dangerous. He's like, oh, I was trained for this. No, motherfucker, you weren't. You literally weren't.
He really thinks that?
Yes, he's insane. Like the man needs some serious help, dude.
Yeah.
First prize games. Yeah, no, here's the thing, John. Like, be a fan of whatever. I think Jim is insane and he needs some serious help. Person of Interest was a fun show. I also like the show. I don't think Jim Caviezel is like cognizant enough to like be canceled. He just needs help. He needs to be at a home. So yeah. I don't support the stuff he does because he also went on like, you know, Steve Bannon's podcast and he's like, they're killing the children and they're drinking their blood and it's like, no, they're not. So listen, I'm not a fan of Jim Caviezel's work, but like whatever. I would watch. We watched what's that Michael Bay movie, The Rock.
Oh yeah,
Jim Caviezel's in that technically. He's like a fighter pilot. Like I'll watch stuff that Jim Caviezel is in, but like any new stuff that Jim Caviezel is in, I'm not gonna watch.
No, absolutely not. Because like, no,
yeah, no, he's like fucked up, and he has like fucked up ideas, and he's an anti-Semite for sure. So I can't support it, but. The Dancing with Knives video.
You didn't see that, Blake? I saw it right before we got on.
No,
Brittany,
what is this?
You know, ever since Brittany got out of her conservatorship, she's been posting very strange videos.
Oh, no.
Which has led to more conspiracies, one of which being that Brittany herself has actually been kidnapped, and they've been deep faking her face onto her sister dancing in these videos.
That's
to continue taking her money. Which actually, I saw a like an explanation video where like everything looks like off, right? Like about her face, and then she does something where she like goes like this, and they do frame by frame, and the frame where she's here, it's not her face. In the very next frame, it is her face.
Oh, is this? Here's my question: is this like low quality? Yeah, is this low quality video? Like. I don't know. I don't trust anything on the internet.
Regardless, though, it's like,
yeah.
Why Androids have better phones than iPhones or cameras than iPhones do? So I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, Dave.
It's true. It's just facts.
Sure. Listen, be wrong all you want.
It's just simple facts, bro. Ask Chloe
Yeah, so I whatever. I don't trust any of that stuff. I don't buy into that shit. But First Prize Games, yeah, Jim Caviezel again, yeah, it's been good and stuff. Frequency was great. He was The Thin Red Line. I love that movie. He's great in it. He's done great work, but I cannot support the man going forward. No.
And you know what I can't support?
What?
Saw X.
Fuck
Saw
off.
10 or whatever the fuck. Even though it has debuted with the highest Rotten Tomatoes score of all 10 movies. Too late, you made too many. I'm not watching it.
Wait. When has it come out? Has it come out yet?
I think it just came out or it's just about to come out. And Saw X, like I said, debuted as the highest Rotten Tomatoes score in the entire franchise. It's set between the events of Saw and Saw 2, even though it's the 10th one. And it follows John Kramer traveling to Mexico to receive experimental treatment for his brain cancer, only to discover the entire operation is a scam.
So I feel like the timeline with these movies is like the Terminator timeline.
Yeah.
None of it makes sense anymore. And even if you try to reboot stuff, nothing's ever going to make sense again.
No. And that's why I'm like, no, I think I've seen all the way up to number 4.
I don't even think I got that far. I definitely saw 1 and 2. I might have seen 3.
I'm pretty sure I've seen 4, but like after that, it was like I don't care. It's just torture porn at this point.
It is. It's like, stop being clever. So I don't know. Maybe it is good. But my question for you about the Rotten Tomatoes thing was like, The Flash had like 100% Rotten Tomatoes until the weekend it was released, and then it was like
fucking tanked.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I don't really personally care about the Saw franchise. I remember seeing the first one though, and that shit blew my mind. I loved the first Saw movie when it came out.
Yes.
I was like 10, but still, I thought it was ingenious. You know, it's James Wan and oh jeez, God dang it! I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that guy.
Lee
That's that guy.
Whannell, sorry, who directed Invisible Man 2020. Anyway,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
yes. So whatever. I thought it was a great film, and I think the second one was really fun.
I don't remember the second one. I do remember when the first one ended. It was the first time I'd been in a movie theater where the ending happens, and the twist was so huge that nobody moved, nobody said a single word. It was just dead silent as the credits started rolling.
Yeah.
And for like 5 minutes, because everyone was like, "What the fuck just happened?"
Dude, I feel you. So John, like, I don't know, like, I know, yeah, Jigsaw died or something. There's like a bunch of stuff that's happened. Because remember, there was like that Chris Rock spin-off Saw movie, Spiral. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't see it, but I remember hearing about it.
I didn't see it either, but it's just, yeah, I don't know, man. I just feel like it's gone on for so long. It's the same way I feel about a lot of horror franchises. They go on forever because they make money. Horror movies make money, especially if it's in a franchise, and they just keep making them. And then they, maybe the last one didn't do super great, so they wait like 5 or 6 years. Jigsaw's back, I guess. I don't know.
Jigsaw's back, but before he died, he's still here, but it's before he died.
Go back to the past now that Tobin Bell is in his 80s and relive 30 years ago when Tobin Bell, I guess, still looks like he's 80. And anyway, he goes to Mexico and gets... It's like, don't give a shit. I don't know. Well, okay, so here's my question, Dave. So I don't know if we talked about this, but there's a new Exorcist movie coming out.
I don't think we have talked about that, but yes,
it's called Exorcist Believer, and they wheeled poor old Ellen Burstyn from the nursing home to be in this fucking movie again, and we got Linda Blair back. I hate exorcism movies, I really do. But I feel like I have to see this because it is an actual. It's a sequel. Obviously, it's later, and we have some of the original cast in it. I've seen the trailer. I don't think it looks great, but I am morbidly curious to see this movie.
Is this the one with the 2 little girls?
Yes.
Oh God, yeah, I'm not gonna see that.
I think I'm gonna see it. I think I'm gonna see it because I think I'm just interested. Like, you bring Ellen Burstyn out of her home. She's so old and she's such a great actress, and you bring her back for this. It better be respectful. I'm just saying. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, it's not gonna be.
We'll see. I'll report back, Dave. I'll report back. But yeah, horror sequels. I mean, whatever. As long as we're not getting into like the new Halloween movies, I can keep my temper down a little bit. But
we'll see. We'll see how long that lasts. Honestly,
I think that's it. I'm excited for Halloween and like the fall season, but I know I'm just gonna get more and more mad as we talk more about movies.
I think so. But speaking of making you mad about movies, let's go ahead and get into the things that are coming now that the WGA strike is over.
Let's do it.
Toy Story 5 is seemingly set to return Tom Hanks.
Okay.
That's suggested by Jim Hanks, his brother, who apparently does substitute voice work for him sometimes.
Does the TV dubs? That's great.
Yeah, yes. So he said he's interviewed or whatever, and he said there's also word they're thinking about making more. I don't know where they're going to go, to go with it. But those people from Pixar are freaking geniuses, so I'm going to assume it's going to be something really cool. I remember after 4, granted this has changed now, but after 4, I was having lunch with Tom, who apparently is on a motorcycle. And we were talking about, he thought it was done. He said, well, Woody's yours now. Oh, really? I guess it is, isn't it? Okay, not so much. And he's back.
I have a motorcycle here, too.
Bro, we
got the same motorcycle.
Wow, that guy was going really fast.
He's literally right on the other side of the wall. Yeah, past this curtain. Gets awkward sometimes. Yeah, I don't listen. I like Toy Story as much as the next guy. I don't think we need 5 of them.
No, make something new, please.
Just something else. What else is coming out?
Okay, well here's some new things. A new version of a Star Trek movie is going to be the top priority for Paramount now that the strike has ended. Several big movie projects could see pre-production resume quickly. Paramount is hoping to have writers fine-tuning scripts for its planned reboot of Star Trek and its adaptation of Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six.
This is great, Dave. This is really great. This is why I work in indie features, because then I can write fucking 90 scripts and get paid to write 90 scripts, and not a fucking one of them is going to get made. Ever.
It's true.
Ever.
Yeah. You don't even have to worry about if it's any good. It's going to get bought anyway. Never
this
made.
Is great. Just fucking sitting on a shelf.
Yes.
Yay.
And apparently this one is going to be produced by J.J. Abrams, which... Great.
Love it.
So that's great. Also,
yes.
Can you? What is going on with my internet right now? Okay, here we go. Speaking of new movies, there's going to be a new live-action Bambi movie. Yeah,
they're gonna kill a real deer. As if you haven't done enough to me, Disney. Jesus.
So okay, here's a quote though, because they're gonna change something about it.
Bambi better live.
Not to spoil the plot, but there's a treatment of the mom dying that I think some parents these days are more sensitive about than they were in the past. And I think that's one of the reasons that they haven't shown it to their children. I do think there was a way to update Bambi, and our take on it was it did give a little bit more of a scope to it. And I just think that to be able to bring it to life for kids these days in a way they maybe relate to a little bit more would be to service the original. Would be of service to the original.
Oh.
So it sounds like maybe they're not going to kill Bambi's mom.
I mean, I don't want to go ahead and say good, but that shit did fuck me up when I was a kid. Who am I? Whatever. I don't have kids. I'm not gonna have kids. I don't think I'm one to make that judgment call, since I don't. I just have a cat who is also very sensitive. To be very clear,
True.
I cover his eyes when we watch scary movies, but he's just a little boy. But yeah, that movie fucked me up for real.
Yeah, I don't remember it enough.
I remember being sad, mostly because the mom dying and stuff. But yeah,
I don't remember. I know I watched it as a kid, but I don't remember. I think I was too preoccupied to really pay attention to what was going on screen. So, yes,
in the pantheon of sad animal films, like the '90s were full of that stuff. Too, like, geez, don't do that to me. I think this is why our generation as well is like a bunch of animal lovers. We have more pets than children because we just want to save all the pets
that they killed off in these fucking movies. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes. Yes.
That was bad.
Gosh, and literally Homeward Bound specifically. Sorry, go ahead, Jordan. Michael J. Fox? Yeah. I loved that movie too, but like it was one of those things where like you watch something like Homeward Bound and you're like, "Oh man. Oh, you can't hear Jordan on stream?"
Oh.
I don't have you muted or anything like that. Oh, literally behind the... I have you visible. I have you visible just behind us. Whatever. Let's bring Jordan on.
Hey, Jordan.
Hey, what's up, doggy? You're on now. Can everybody hear Jordan now?
I hope not. I don't even want to hear Jordan.
Oh, okay, got you. Yeah, that's what all the awkward silences were, Icky.
Hey,
Hopefully...
we got Jordan now.
Oh. All right, let me... I'll doubly check here. Oh, I see. Here we go. How about that? All right, you guys should be able to hear Jordan. Talk, Jordan.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
You talk. Say something.
I am talking.
Oh, he is talking, and now I can't hear him.
I'm actually talking.
Good job, Blake. This is where we can't have nice things.
This is what happens.
It's funny because we asked if they could hear him. Icky said, "Hey, we can hear him," and then you messed with something, and now fucked it up.
Oh yeah, we can
now?
hear him. Nah, we don't want that to happen.
All right, how about now? Okay, Jordan, I can hear you again.
Yes.
Great. Fuck it.
Fuck yeah,
Anyway.
that's all that matters.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Oh, so okay. So our generation grew up with like a bunch of these sad animal movies, and I remember too, like seeing Homeward Bound a bunch, and then thinking every time I like pet my dog, like this dog has like thoughts and feelings and emotions, and like I hope it never gets lost.
Oh God, it's gonna get lost. Yeah.
Dude. Okay. Can I tell you?
You.
I did tell you. Steve got out.
You did tell me. Tell the story to the stream here because they're gonna be so mad at you.
Okay, my baby boy, Steven. He's probably Taco Steve is asleep somewhere probably, but yeah, I'm like, you know, he hangs out on my patio. I'm like, I had a big pitch ready to go that I was working on, and so I'm like out on the patio, I'm typing away, and he's playing, he's having fun. He hopped up on the table, and he's just like, you know, chasing flies and stuff as he does. So I look at him, I'm typing, hey buddy. He hops off to chase a fly, and I'm typing, and next to my patio, I see dogs and people walk by all the time, and I see something move, and I look out, and on the other side of my patio in the alley is my cat making eye contact with me as he just fucking walks away. I'm like, my baby. So I ran. I can't just like hop over. It's like not that kind of situation. So I ran over. I grabbed treats and his carry-on. I run outside. I'm barefoot and there's glass everywhere. And I'm like, Taco Steve. And so he didn't get far. He just like went up. I didn't see him. He walked around the corner of my building and he's hiding under a work truck. This motherfucker thinks it's playtime. So I'm like, hey, buddy. Hey. And he's like, and he's like running around and shit. And I'm like shaking his treats. And the guy who I was like owned the truck walks around the corner. He freezes. And I'm like, hey, Steve. So finally Steve comes up and he's playing. I grab him, I stuff him in the bag and stuff. And literally I didn't even get to. I look over and the worker was like, oh, that was so close.
Do you think he was saying that because his name's Steve too, and he thought you were gonna kidnap him?
He thought I was like an insane person in Venice.
He's like,
yeah.
I also like tacos. Sir, get the bag away from me.
That's probably what happened. Yeah.
He almost
Anyway.
got kidnapped.
Oh, come on.
I'm not part of this.
Is that
Oh
for
no.
Blake? Because man, I got a white one.
Oh no.
Why is this for T-Weezy? He's the one that did it to his own self.
He did do it to himself. I saved him. All right, cheers. Dink.
But the cat's kind of wheezy too,
No,
isn't
fuck
he?
this. Oh my god. Bro.
Did he lose a tooth?
It's straight licorice.
Oh.
Oh, my eyes are watering. What did I do to deserve this?
Oh my god, dude. Oh god, that's
That was
so gross.
licorice straight up, dude.
I'm gonna have to DoorDash you something.
As long as it's not smearing off ices. Don't fucking ice me, bro.
Oh
God,
shit! My
again,
screen
anyway.
goes white when you can tell I went to DoorDash's website. My face just lit up.
That was gross.
That was brutal. Okay. Let's move on. Dave, give me another piece of movie news before we move on here.
I got a couple, so I'm gonna blow through a few. But
give me a couple.
Here's a brand new movie that I think you will be happy about.
I can't tell if that's sarcastic, but go ahead.
It's a Lord of the Flies remake, and apparently it's gonna be like a full-fledged horror movie.
Okay. Do we know the studio? Where's this going through?
Okay, so let's see.
I'm on board. Oh,
The new
God,
Lord of the
I
Flies
keep
remake will
pasting
be
it.
It's on my tongue.
the new Lord of the Flies remake will be scarier than the original adaptation based on acclaim from the movie's writer, who is the new director is Luca Guadagnino.
Yes! Okay, go on. Sorry, I'll talk about it in a second. Go on.
So, screenwriter Lindsay Anderson Beer opened up to the Collider about the nature of the adaptation, and is quoted saying, "It leans so much into psychological horror, and it's so rich in character drama, as you would expect from somebody like him, the director.
Yeah.
But it's scary. It gives you so much unease reading it, and I think it taps into a more current version of it than we've seen before. I think some people have tried to tackle that property in a way that doesn't really resonate in that to now, and I think that the whole approach has been very fresh and refreshing."
Yeah. Okay. So John, that's exactly where I was going with this. Luca Guadagnino directed "Call Me by Your Name," which got a lot of attention, and all this stuff. But he did one of my favorite remakes of literal all time, the new Suspiria remake. I fucking love that movie. I love it. This also might be a hot take. I like it better than the original, like Giallo Suspiria film. I do. I think it's really good. It has one of my favorite scores of a film I've heard in a long time. It's a Tom York score. I listen to it all the time, especially around Halloween. It's like perfectly spooky and weird. Dude, I love that movie, and I think he's an incredible director. So I'm very excited for this now, Dave. Thank you for that. I needed this little bit of hope.
Yes. And for me, I get a little bit of hope from the Community movie. So,
yeah.
Dan Harmon has detailed what he wants to change about the upcoming movie compared to the existing TV series.
Okay.
When speaking with the Hollywood Reporter, he said that he wants to shoot the Community movie without having to change the script during production.
Okay.
And this decision came because of what he refers to as his drama queen ways during the production of the series, of wanting to avoid making returning actors go through the same thing again after they've become more established. He said, quote, "I don't want these now superstar people like Emmy-winning Donald Glover who are bothering to gather out of loyalty to this thing to come back and once again be getting blue pages run down by an intern that totally contradict what they spent all night memorizing. Yeah. I want to have a veneer of here's your reward. I don't want them to go like, oh, he's learned nothing. He's treating us like cattle again."
Good. Fucking good, because Dan Harmon was a real shitty dude on the set of Community. I know he's gotten a lot of help and had a lot of introspection, since the original run of the series, but the man was notoriously awful to work with. And so good. That is very encouraging, because you better be learning from your shit. He definitely did some messed up stuff. To some people, so good for him. That is encouraging to hear. As long as Chevy Chase isn't coming back, I think didn't they kill him off anyway?
They killed him off. Yeah, they killed him off.
Good. Rip to Pierce. Yeah. Not
really. Fuck that guy. And speaking of, Chevy hated the show.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk. He hated the show because he said it, quote unquote, wasn't funny enough for me. Get fucked, bro.
Yeah. Okay. He's just mad because his character was the butt of most of the jokes.
Mm-hmm.
So
he's not used to that.
No. Speaking of people that you want to say "fuck you" to, a NASA astronaut has explained what Guardians of the Galaxy 3 got wrong about Star-Lord almost dying in space. To which I say, who fucking cares? It's a movie about a guy who's half human, half planet.
That's my exact reaction.
Fucking like space lasers and space helmet that keeps him being able to breathe in space even though there's no pressure. Fuck you, dude. It's a clearly made up movie with made up scenarios. Shut up.
Dude, it's like, need this one tonight. It's like when it's like a physicist breaks down Armageddon, everything wrong with the movie Armageddon. It's a movie.
Who cares?
Of course it's wrong. Who gives a shit? We got Ben Affleck and Liv Tyler, and they're, I don't know, kissing or something on a planet, a crater. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, who cares? It's a movie. We get it. It's not real. You don't need to tell me what's wrong with it. We know. Watching it is the wrong thing, but we do it anyway.
It's true. But yeah, he's got all kinds of shit.
That's really funny.
That like... who cares? He wouldn't have frost on his face. Shut up. Shut up.
You know, okay, so I would understand it more for something like Armageddon or whatever than I would for a literal superhero movie. It's quite literally a fantasy film.
Exactly.
You know what they got wrong about Middle Earth? Technically, like, fuck off. Nobody cares.
Yes. Absolutely nobody cares. Most of all, me.
It's just my lukewarm take.
here's another thing that I'm sure you're going to be excited about.
Oh boy.
The Minecraft movie has a tentative filming start date.
Wow. What's Minecraft? I know what Minecraft is,
okay,
but like I've never played Minecraft. I don't know anything about it, but I'm sure it's going to make a lot of money is what I am going to stick with.
Sure.
Kids love Minecraft. Yeah, I mean, like, I get it. Kids are excited about that. I understand. Like, kids love Minecraft, and good for them. They're getting a movie. Didn't we? Because our generation was obsessed with like Pokemon for a minute, and I think we got a Pokemon movie.
Yeah, but isn't Minecraft just like an open world where you build whatever the fuck you want?
Sure, but so is World of Warcraft.
How do you have a plot with that?
I mean, what you can make a plot on anything.
World of Warcraft has a fucking plot line that you follow.
Does it? I thought it was an open world game.
It is, but there's a plot line you still have to follow. Minecraft, there's no plot. There's no story you follow. You just go in and build shit.
I understand. So here's my uncynical take. If you can create a story based on the world of Minecraft that is compelling and good. Yeah. You should go for it. I encourage this because I think having an open world thing like, hey, here's your setting, and hey Wendy, what's up?
What's up?
I think having like an open world setting and stuff like that with a set, with some set rules or whatever could be fun. It could open imaginations. So fine. I think kids deserve good films. Yeah. I hate when people write off bad films as like, oh, well, it's a kid's movie. It's like, well, kids still deserve good movies. So
debatable.
Fuck off. I think kids deserve good media. I think kids deserve well thought out plots and well thought out narratives and themes and arcs. But I don't care about it, and I'm not going to see it. But I hope it's good for the fans. That's where I stand.
Yeah, I definitely am not going to care about that shit. But
color me surprised.
I don't think that. Like, I mean, kids don't get most of the nuances and the things that you're talking about.
It doesn't matter if they get the nuance, but I think they still deserve to have good cinema. Think of, if we talked about Pixar, think about how narratively sound a lot of those films are, even like the new ones. Like Soul, Coco, like Moana and stuff. These are all very narratively sound films that were well thought out, and kids deserve good film. I think they do.
But the reason why those are, well thought out and stuff was not for the kids. It was for the adults to have to take the kids to go see these movies.
I don't care what the reason is. I think kids still deserve to have good film brought to them. I do.
Yeah.
I think lazy filmmaking is lazy filmmaking, no matter the audience. So fuck off. Make good movies. Make good movies for your audience.
Yes.
I stand by that. I will never waver from that opinion. Even with a few more White Claws in me.
That's fine. Moving on, that the movie Leave the World Behind It's an Ethan Hawke and Julie Roberts movie on Netflix.
Okay.
The director, Sam Ismail, reveals that former President Barack Obama gave him script notes.
Wait, are you talking about Sam Esmail? Starting with an E?
Yes, Mail.
I love that guy. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know what this movie is, but go on.
Apparently, in the original drafts of the script, I definitely pushed things a lot farther than they were in the film. And President Obama, having the experience he does have, was able to ground me a little bit on how things might unfold in reality. I am writing what I think is fiction for the most part. I'm trying to keep it as true to life as possible, but I'm exaggerating and dramatizing. And to hear an ex-president say you're off by a few details, I thought I was off by a lot. The fact that he said that scared the fuck out of me. He had a lot of notes about the characters and the empathy we would have for them. I have to say he is a big movie lover, and he wasn't just giving notes about things that were from his backyard. He was giving notes as a fan of the book, and he wanted to see a really good film.
Wow. So he literally, Sam Esmail, sitting around, I finished the script, gonna go into production soon. Let me just send it to Obama. Can I send my scripts to Obama? Jesus.
Yeah, he don't got much going on now.
He'll send me a note back. Hey, Blake, thanks for sending this to me. Quit. Give up. Go work somewhere else. That's interesting. So Sam Esmail created the series Mr. Robot, which is one of my favorite TV shows of all time. I love it, which made Rami Malek a star, you see.
Oh, yeah, that's the show that he definitely took off in. I remember that now.
I love that show. I think Sam Esmail is great. So I don't know what the movie is that you're talking about, but good to know that it's Obama approved.
It is Obama approved.
That's amazing.
So let's see here. It's,
give me one more good one, and we'll move on.
I'm just going to give you the synopsis of that movie.
Okay, cool.
Yes, because that was the last one that I had in terms of movie news.
Yeah.
A family vacation on Long Island is interrupted by two strangers bearing news of a blackout. As the threat grows, both families must decide how best to survive the potential crisis, all while grappling with their own place in this collapsing world.
Okay, that's hooky. I get it. Yeah, okay. I don't know if I'd go out of my way to see it necessarily, but I get the hook. That's cool.
Oh yeah, you're gonna want to see it.
Yeah?
Listen to this cast.
Hit me.
Okay. Denzel Washington, Julia Roberts, Kevin Bacon, Ethan Hawke, Mahershala Ali.
Mahershala.
Yeah, that's Mahershala. Sorry. Definitely mispronounced that. And then, let's see, Charles Evans, Mila Harold. It's a lot of really good actors.
Okay, well, I'm on board. Oh, hey, psychotic asylum patient. Thanks for the follow. We appreciate you.
Thanks for the follow.
You're always welcome here. We're falling apart.
Yes, apparently so are you.
We're about to join you. Make room in the asylum for us.
Yes, please.
I mean, okay. Is that currently out on Netflix?
Let's see here. Leave the World Behind. It's a 2023 film. It releases October 25th.
Righteous. Okay, well, cool. I will look forward to that. Because I'm going to watch it after Halloween. As soon as Halloween ends, then I got to move on to other stuff. Just kidding. I watch horror films all year.
I was going to say, I don't think you stop watching horror films.
I watch weird shit all year. This is like the perfect season 2 where I'm going to make you watch a bunch of really weird David Lynch films when you're in town, and I can nail you down. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is the year. Right. This is the year, Dave. I'm just letting you know. This is the year.
Great. I'm so very excited.
I have keys to your apartment, and I will hold you hostage.
I'm gonna get home, and all the lights are gonna be off, but my giant TV and the backlight's gonna be illuminating the whole thing. What the fuck?
Hey, Dave.
I'm like, Did you download white noise to put on my TV?
First
static?
off, yes, I did. Second off, I made chili dip. But third off, we're watching David Lynch movies all night.
Well, I'm in for the chili dip.
Hawk rules. Once the trailer starts for these films, I'm gonna go find Steve. He's around here somewhere. I didn't tell you you missed his escape story, but
yeah,
I got him back. My boy is back.
I would like to state for the record.
Yes.
That when you first got T-Weezy and he was out on the back patio, I was like, "You sure you want to let him out there?" And you're like, "Yeah, he's fine. He's not going to jump over anything." And I'm like, "Okay."
And to be fair, he did not jump over to escape. He found a gap in my fence and just slid his ass through. He's fluffy looking, but he's actually it's just fluffy fur. I
do have to say, where there is a cat, there is a way.
Bro, I tell you what. So no more unsupervised patio hangs for T-Weezy. He's got to be in his little harness, maybe his leash. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. But short of that, that's it for movie news. We're moving on to greener pastures. We're talking about a new film, a film that came out this year, a horror film called Talk to Me from 2023. So
yes, we are.
Just saying, we got a little trailer for that, so I'm gonna play that. Keep in mind, Dave, you're gonna be a little doubled while this is going on, and I'm gonna find Taco Steve while this is going on.
You do that.
I fucking will.
Do it. I don't know what.
Don't you threaten me with a fluffy time. What? Whatever. Shut up.
Go find your cat. Leave me alone.
Okay, here we go. Here it is.
Have you seen the group chat? You're doing it again tonight. No. Please. It's my mom's Remembrance Day. I just want to forget about it.
Do it. Who's up?
I'll do it.
Cannot go for more than 90 seconds. Am I clear?
What happens after 90 seconds?
Don't want to stay.
Uh-oh.
Light the candle to open the door. Blow it out to close it. Put your hand on it.
No. Nothing good ever comes when somebody say put your hand on it.
Talk to me.
Talk to me.
What did the hand feel like?
It felt amazing. I could see and feel everything on the other side.
Stevie's
My
sleeping.
mom, she was trying to reach out. I'm here. Still been seeing stuff.
You mean saying stuff?
What if we opened the door but we didn't shut it?
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Oh my God, they followed us.
I like it. They're not gonna stop.
This fucking movie.
They're never gonna stop.
Oh. Actually, John, not as many times as you'd think.
Sure.
All right, Dave. You should be unechoed here.
Unechoed.
So, that's the trailer for Talk to Me. What is the story, Dave, of the 2023 horror film Talk to Me?
So, basically, there's this group of teenagers.
Sure.
Teenagers, yes. Who find a severed hand that is covered in... I don't remember. Something.
It's ceramic over. They don't find it. One of the kids has it. It's like it's a novelty item.
Somebody found it, and then the kids ended up having it. Yeah. And basically, it connects you to the other side where you get possessed by somebody. Are we still on? I think we're still on.
Well, we're still on. Jordan's off. His internet pooped out.
So you when you grab onto it and you do this weird little ritual, you get sucked into the other side while the person on the other side gets sucked into your body. Yes. And you have 90 seconds to to like
chat with
have
it.
this experience, which I guess is like really like orgasmic or whatever the hell. And and then it all goes wrong because this girl becomes obsessed with it.
It is one of those films where you see the trailer. It didn't go the way I thought it was going to go. I guess I'll say that. Because you know it's a parlor trick. You know, it's kids hanging around. It's like it's a party thing, and you say talk to me, and then you see the ghost or the spirit or whatever, and then you let it. You say, what is it?
I let you in.
I let you in, and they enter your body, and they can talk to you, and you have 90 seconds to like have that thing talk to everybody through your body, and then you have to blow the candle. Anyway, it's a whole thing. It sounds like a really fun party trick, but it's not a party trick. It's real. Sure I was very, very excited for this film because people were talking about it a lot. It hit the festival circuit late last year and early into this year, and people were talking a lot about it, so I was very excited. It got picked up by A24. I think it fits pretty well into their like catalog of horror films.
I can agree with that.
I was very excited to see it, and so I'm glad we're talking about it now. So, Dave, what was your first impression of Talk to Me?
I gotta say, I actually really liked this movie.
Yeah, and you're often averse to horror films.
It's not necessarily just the horror aspect of it. It's just usually I'm just not into the kind of genre. But this, I think, had a really great story. I think it had a great like character arc, like a spiral, you know.
Yeah.
And I gotta be honest, I loved the ending.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. So for me, I was very pumped to see this movie, and it was better than I anticipated. It was even better than I anticipated. I really, really loved this movie. And my first thought is like, it's not as harrowing as something like Hereditary, but I think it touches on a lot of those same themes and topics in a different way that it hit, man. It really hit. So hopping into our likes, what was your, do you have like a big like about this film?
Yes, I do, and I can't really say anything to give it away. But the ending,
no spoilers. No spoilers.
The ending was super, super cool.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And the way they handled that was great. I really liked the way that they messed with your mind a little bit when you're like, wait, what is happening and what is not happening?
Yes.
During some of the scenes.
Yes,
and
I fully agree.
The reveals I thought of some of those scenes were fantastic too.
This is a Australian film, to be clear. So everything happens in Australia. I love the acting in this film.
Yes, acting's really good.
Our main character, her character's name is Mia, played by Sophie Wilde, and holy crap, she is unfrickin' believable. Unbelievable. And so I was astounded with the acting because there's like younger kids, acting, and it could be hit or miss with teenagers, but they brought it. This is Oh, really? There's a prequel in development. Good. I would see more of this because I think the director handled this nicely. So this is a great segue into the direction of this film. This could have been done in a lot of different ways. I think the story is very solid. I think the lore is kept mysterious enough. That's one thing I hate about these kinds of movies is the over-explanation of things.
Yes.
I think
I can agree with that 100%.
It's just like, oh, that's it. Got it.
Yep.
Yep. And so with the direction, it gives us enough to learn the rules, but not enough to know exactly what's going to happen or predict what's going to happen. It's a very personal story, and that's where I think things like these kind of horror movies really shine and stick out. Because whatever, you can make a slasher, you can make a Jason Voorhees going through and hacking up kids who we don't care about, but at the end of the day, we don't care about it. And this really, man, this makes you really care about not only our protagonist character and her story, but all the people around her, the kids around her, but the families surrounding her. I think this is just a fantastic display of horror.
Yes, I agree. I thought it was great. I also really liked how they made it so that we as the audience know what's about to happen, and you're like, oh God, don't do it, please don't do it, and then it happens. You're like, fuck.
Yeah, and it happens. I guess that's the thing too. Is like it's very visceral because it really plays with like, whatever. We're teenagers. We're having fun. This is a party setting, and then it kind of flips it on its head in a way, in a very disturbing way. There's some very disturbing scenes in this film that I was legit. And I've seen a lot of fucked up stuff. But this,
you're pretty fucked up.
I'm pretty fucked up, but this got me a couple times. It gave me the spooks, you know?
Yes, it definitely, a few times in this movie, it definitely grabbed onto Chloe, like, oh, God.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. So. I grabbed Steve, and I was like, look away, son, look away. And he was like, meow.
Like, what is this?
That's why he's been sleeping all afternoon. But
yeah,
I think, it feels, the world feels very lived in. Like there's a lot of history with the characters, and I think the writing really focuses on that because the themes are built into the wacky story. Like, you know, that's the hook. It's a hand. You saw it in the trailer, and you shake the hand, and you say, you know, you light the candle, and you say, "Talk to me." That's a great hook. I haven't seen anything like it, but it's something that you can imagine your friends when you're in high school all sitting around and playing. And then it just keeps going, and it keeps going, and it keeps pushing that. But this whole thing is built into the other themes of all the characters, and it's just a very solidly written film.
Yes, I agree. It definitely, I do love how it fucking devolves very rapidly, and it definitely feels like something that you would do as a teenager, or at least be around. I wouldn't do that. Would you?
No.
Would you, if you were at a party as a teenager and someone put out a fucking hand and you watch somebody else get possessed right in front of your eyes, would you then touch the hand?
Absolutely fucking not. So I'm glad you brought this up, because that was a big thing in my head when I was watching this movie. I was like, if I was here, would I go through this? Seeing some what Chloe one? Come on.
What?
Come on. Would you really? Okay, chat, chime in here. You saw the trailer. If you were at a party and somebody brought out like a corpse hand and said, "Oh, you gotta you gotta shake this and let a spirit enter your body," you know, whether you think it's fake or not or whatever, you see it happen to somebody else, would you then do it? Because I was watching this movie. That was the first thing that entered my head. No, absolutely not. I'd be like, I'll film on my phone. No way, and fuck am I going to participate in this? No, though. We did have a fucking Ouija board seance one time. We've made questionable decisions. That is for sure. Yeah, so when Dave... Okay, I don't know if you want to get into this too much, but like, sure. So when Dave and I lived together 13 years ago for a brief time, we lived in this townhouse, and we decided, hey, you know, there's a snowstorm going on. Let's do something spooky. So we bought a Ouija board, and... And we fucked with it for a while, and we filmed it too. We shot it from some different angles, from like two like old school like computer webcams, and like we had one real camera that shot the whole time, and
I think there was a couple of phone cameras.
Yeah. So I don't think that footage exists anymore. But
no, it didn't exist the next day. Most of it got corrupted.
There's 2 corrupted files, but to be fair, I'm not like, oh, they were corrupted, but we're filming on like webcam computer things for like 2 hours. Like,
that's true.
I don't trust the stability of the file formats back then in 2010. So, yeah.
Yeah, and we were like asking questions, and the thing was moving, and we were doing the same thing that we all do when we're anybody who's ever used a Ouija board knows
You're moving it.
Quit moving it. No, you're moving it. Which is still to this day kind of spooks me out a little bit. That literally I was like, somebody's like, Dave, you're moving it. I was like, I can barely keep up with the damn thing.
I can't even spell, so I'm just trying to write down the letters.
Yes, and we definitely asked a couple of questions that. Remember when we asked for a sign, and the mail slot?
Okay, that was weird. I will give you that. I do not believe in ghosts. I really don't. But I have had some strange encounters. Yes, we are talking about Talk to Me, Icky. I've had some strange encounters, but this was weird. We asked for a sign, and I had a mail slot in my door, and it's never done this. It was a windy, stormy winter day. You know, there's a snowstorm going on, and my mail flap goes and like whips open and slams right after we asked this, and I was like,
yeah,
I don't know.
And
I don't like that.
Blake, had that ever happened before or since that moment?
The truth is no. But I'm not home all the time during storms. I was in college and working 2 jobs and playing in a band with you. I wasn't home that often, so.
Well, I was only there. I only lived there for like 6 months, but I never heard it happen.
And you were home all the time. I agree with Icky. I think it was a banana.
Nope, it was a ghost. You just don't want to admit it.
It was the ghost of the still living Gwen Stefani. Banana.
All that to say, you and I have the sense right now as 30-plus-year-olds late 20-year-olds to not do that shit. But we did stupid shit as early 20-somethings. Like I would fuck with a Ouija board.
To be very clear, I would do that again.
I'm just saying, since you don't believe in ghosts and spirits and all that shit, I feel like you'd be like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and show you that there's nothing. I think you would do it because you're like, okay.
Of course I would do it. I'm not like, hey guys, go, like whatever. I'm not like, weird hipster guy about ghosts. But like, I don't particularly believe in ghosts, so I would, of course, do a Ouija board. Of course I would.
Yes, but I'm saying is I think you would grab the hand. As a teenager, or as late 20s, I think you would, because you'd see people like getting possessed, and you'd be like, okay.
Okay, so you're probably right. I'd be like, bullshit. In my current age, in my 30s, I don't fuck with that. No. I wouldn't. Especially if I see somebody having an experience. I don't care what it is, if it's fake or not, I'm not doing it. But whatever, in my 20s, I'd be like, yeah, sure. Again, we've all done acid at one point. No comment. So, but I don't know, man. I don't know. That's what's interesting about the concept, because it does force you as the viewer to be like, would I do this? Would I be involved in this? I don't care how fucking old you are. Everybody's been in a situation where you're like with some friends hanging out and you do some weird shit. Even if it's like light as a feather, stiff as a board, that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
it's all in the same vein. And just now everybody has a cell phone and can film it and make fun of you for the next decade about it.
It's true. Yeah. I mean, I did dry ice bombs as a kid, so.
I almost blew my fucking hands off with dry ice bombs with you. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do. You know what's funny is a few years after that happened to you, the exact same thing happened to me. One blew up in my hand and made it start bleeding.
Okay, mine didn't bleed, but my hands went numb, and I was like, Although the people at whatever is a Myers or something we bought the dry ice from at like 11:30 at night should have fucking known. They should have known.
Care. They didn't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck. Yeah, it was like $3, and we bought a whole giant chunk of dry ice at 11:30 and a bunch of water bottles. And the employee's like, beep.
Yeah.
I don't get paid enough to care.
It's true. That's exactly how it went down for my recollection.
Yeah, didn't do that one ever again.
I
Fun
did
times.
so many times. I think I did it probably 7 or 8 times.
You introduced me to that concept. That was dumb as fuck. We did a lot of dumb as fuck things when we were kids that should have
Yes,
gotten
we
us
did.
killed. Yeah.
Yes, like breaking into abandoned houses, and other buildings, and then
Riding active trains through Reading. No. That is that a federal crime or is that?
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe that's a misdemeanor.
Who knows?
Who knows? We broke the law.
A lot.
But either way, I want to get into some dislikes. Do you have any dislikes for the film? Talk to me from 2023.
Yeah, I don't remember fully, because I seen it a few weeks ago now.
Okay.
But I think towards the end, before the actual end, I was like, no. But
What do
I
you
don't
mean?
remember why. It's just something that was happening. I'm like, this is stupid. And then it all of a sudden, like, I don't think that the main character, before she ultimately does what she does,
Okay.
needs to do the thing we think she's going to do before she does it. Oh, icky. Yeah. That was the foot in the mouth. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I got some laughs out of that. But I understand.
You know what I'm talking about?
I understand what you mean. I think I disagree with you. Because it made sense to me. I do know what you're talking about. We'll have to talk about this a little bit off stream because I don't want to spoil anything. But yeah, the foot thing was pretty fucking funny. I'm not gonna lie. Can you imagine?
No, waking up to somebody sucking your foot.
Yeah. I mean, like, whatever, like what you like. It's just not for me. I'm ticklish.
Yeah,
I'm ticklish.
it's true.
But
You're violently ticklish.
I am violently ticklish. I'm not a violent person, but like if you tickle me, like my body reacts. My body protects itself.
Blake has elbowed me in the face because I was like, nah, and tickled him.
Not to filling loose. Yeah, I don't tickle me. If you tickle a 30-plus-year-old man, something's wrong with you. But also,
True.
You get what you deserve after that. But okay, so I understand what you're talking about with the ending. I disagree with you. Yeah, I've thought about it. I disagree with you. That series of events did make sense to me. I think it made sense for the arc. I knew it was going to happen. I don't think the ending wasn't like a twist for me. I knew what was going to ultimately happen quite a bit before, but it still really worked and still really hit for me, even though I knew how it was going to go. I knew what it was going to be like.
Well, I kind of gathered that the ultimate thing that happens was going to happen. That's not what I'm upset about. I'm upset about the plan that precedes the ultimate action. That she almost.
I understand. I understand what you mean, and I understand what you're talking about. But I also, I think it made sense. I think what she was going to do made sense. I agree. It was really dumb, but she's a dumb teenager, and she's listening to things that aren't her, aren't of her design. She doesn't know who to believe. So I agree. I think it was a dumb plan, but I think it made sense within the context of the narrative. So I understand.
I'm not saying it didn't make sense. I just didn't like it.
I get it. It worked for me. It worked for me personally. Jordan, I don't know if you're going to hop back on, but I know he saw this film. He's the one who told me he acquired this film very legally, and we have it. So Jordan, I don't know if you're gonna hop back on, but I would actually really like to hear your thoughts on this movie if you liked it, didn't like it. Let me know and we'll get you on. But I until he hops back on, if he does, I want to know. I don't really have any particular dislikes for this. I really enjoyed this film. And it's something I would absolutely watch again. Is this a recommend for you?
Yeah, I think it's a recommend for me. I think you should go see it. I agree with Icky that it was good.
Yeah.
It wasn't amazing though.
I think it was better than good. It didn't blow my socks off or anything like that, but it's a big recommend for me, especially in this season. It kind of took that teen formula and did something interesting with it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Haunted Mansion, so I can't say. This is not a fun movie, to be clear. This is not like Haunted Mansion sounds like a fun movie. This is not fun. I don't think it's meant to be a fun horror movie. It's kind of fucking miserable. Like, there's some parts that are miserable and really heartbreaking and really tough to watch. There's some disturbing stuff. I really enjoyed it. I think it's better than good. I agree with you. It's not amazing, but I think it's definitely one of the better horror films. This is definitely one of the best horror films I've seen this year, hands down.
Yeah. I haven't seen that many horror films this year, at least in terms of new horror films. So join the club, Icky.
We're all struggling. But yeah, I definitely, it fucked me up a little bit. It had me in my feels, that's for sure. But it is a big recommend from me. So
yes, good, because I think this is definitely a movie people should go see. I think it's gonna get some it already has, but I think it's gonna get a lot more clout, because I think it's a good enough movie to get some clout.
I think it deserves to be recognized. I fully agree with you. I think it's in the pantheon of like really great A24 horror films.
Yeah,
not at the top. It's not a Hereditary or a Midsommar, but it's also not trash. So
I think it's a more palatable horror film than Hereditary or Midsommar.
Yes, but with similar themes. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, Bodies was a comedy. Like, that's a horror comedy for me. I don't see them in the same. It's a good question, Chloe One, but I don't see them in the same way.
That was Icky that asked that.
Oh, really? Sorry. Oh, yeah, there he is. Sorry, I'm like trying to read it on my little screen. The green text, I thought it was Chloe One. No, I think they're different. I think they're different beasts. Sorry for the misattribution there. My bad, dog. It's different. Bodies is hilarious. I think it's a horror comedy.
Hard to disagree.
It's a satire.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that it was not hilarious.
I laughed a lot. And I watched this movie with Icky, so he can attest. I was laughing throughout the entire movie.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that.
I love that movie.
We definitely don't agree with this movie. I hated that movie.
You're dumb. I love Bodies. I thought it was so fun. And that was the most fun horror film I'd seen in a long time. This is not anywhere in the same arena as that at all. This is an actual horror film, and I think it's very good. I think it's very good, and I think it's worth seeing, but definitely not comparable to Bodies.
No.
So,
but it's a hard recommend for both of us.
Yeah.
On Talk to Me. So
yes,
let's get on to the more fun Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
We're talking about the 2010 horror comedy. Speaking of horror comedies, we're talking about Tucker and Dale versus Evil. I freaking love this movie, dude. I was very excited to finally tackle this one. So we do have a trailer for it, and I'm pretty stoked. I don't think I've ever seen the trailer for this one. So
no, I don't know if I have either. It's funny because I definitely didn't think that I had ever seen this movie until I started watching it. I was like, that's right, Blake showed me this already.
Yeah, because it came out in 2010, and I think I saw it on Netflix when Netflix streaming was very young in its lifespan. So anyway, we got that. So I'm gonna put that on.
Let's do it
right now.
Cool.
Here we go. Oh, good. It's proof for appropriate audiences.
Great.
Oh, jeez. Whoa, Jesus.
Did you see the way those guys looked at us?
Who wants to go skinny dipping?
No!
We got your friend! Hillbillies.
They captured Allison!
Oh, it's the pancakes. You hate pancakes. I'm gonna make you something else.
What am I doing here?
You fell into the water. I dove in and rescued you.
We'll go find your friends. You should relax. Tucker and Dale are on the case.
What is this place?
It's just a cabin. It doesn't mean they're
Hey, I don't think you got the movie.
Why don't you go in there and talk to them?
all right. Maybe I will. I said maybe.
Dale, what are you doing?
I'm taking a crapper haul.
You mind if I help?
He's making her dig her own grave.
There's no rules out here. It's us against them.
Oh, good. Look, your friends are here.
You okay?
Saw your friend up there. He must be allergic to bees or something because he was running like a bat out of hell.
This is a suicide pact. These kids are coming out here and they're killing themselves all over the woods.
Oh, my God. That makes so much sense. The girl that we have, she can maybe explain the whole thing.
You've got another one inside.
Yeah, she's in my bedroom. Heads up. Oh, you gotta take the safety off on the side there. Don't do that. Start being more careful.
Time to die, freak.
Fire! Stop, double rope.
No, don't use that.
Let's get you down from there.
Wait.
Sorry about that.
This vacation sucks.
So, all right, you should be good. You should not be double
Great.
now.
Great.
Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Dave, I think the trailer did a fantastic job, but what's the story of Tucker and Dale versus Evil? And John, I'll tell you what, man, I'm jealous. I did not get to
me
see it in
too.
theaters.
Yeah, so Tucker and Dale versus Evil is about our goofy hillbilly friends, Tucker and Dale,
Yes.
on their way to the wonderful vacation home that they have purchased that apparently used to belong to some evil people. And they see these hot college kids on their way to their vacation in the hills of West Virginia. And they end up... Dale ends up being like, oh, that girl's really cute. I wish I could talk to her. And then gets all awkward. And next thing you know, the Tucker and Dale are sharing a lake with the hot college kids. And one hilarious misunderstanding happens after the other. And by hilarious, I mean gruesome, grisly deaths.
And hilarious. So So this was a film that was recommended to me. It's a perspective based film. So it plays on horror movie tropes, which I love and I think is really fun. And I think this film still is fun, 13 years later after it's come out, because it does still hold true. Some of these horror tropes still are prevalent, and the scary hillbillies and stuff like that. But they're just guys who just want to go out and fish and enjoy their shitty vacation cabin. Like,
it's true.
Let them be. It's college kids killing themselves all over our property. It's so funny. It's so fun. So you said you had seen this before. What was your first impression of this film?
My first impression watching it this time was, that's right, I've seen this. But
I meant the original time, Dave.
No, I know. I think initially I was. My memory is saying that initially I was like, but watching it this time I was like, nah, this is a good fucking movie. It's really funny.
Yeah.
And it's definitely a satire-esque film.
What do you mean satire-esque? It is pure satire.
It's just like the way that the reason I say esque is because the way that Tucker and Dale are played feels a little bit, I guess, in comparison to the college kids. The college kids are very like, what is happening? You know, and they're like, what is going on here? I don't understand what's happening.
I see what you mean. I understand what you're saying. Yeah, because I've noticed about that for sure. So the first time I ever saw this myself, it was recommended to me by my buddy Taylor, who loved this movie, and I think I watched it on Netflix, and I was like, I was in college, and I was like really into, you know, filmmaking. I love horror films and like weird stuff, and this is like just the perfect goofy kind of funny film that like really hit for me. I wasn't even particularly into comedies, you know, and like, you know, I don't know, especially around the time there's like lots of like low effort comedies. This is like right kind of towards the end of the Judd Apatow era. Lots of crap coming out, and this was like, oh, this is fun. This is funny. This is interesting, and a new approach on that kind of story and those tropes. You know, I don't want to say it's Scream-esque, but the foundation is there.
It's way better
because it's a satire. But I really, really enjoyed this film. But getting into likes, do you have a major like about this film?
I really, really like Dale. I don't know the actor's name. I thought he played him so well, and the character was so goofy and lovable.
I know. How could you not get, like, I was thinking about it this time too. How could you not get behind him? Like, if it was played any differently, it would come off as like weird and creepy, but it's so endearing. Like, it's played so endearing.
Yeah. I also really like how it's like slapstick, but not in a bad way.
Yes, Tyler Labine is the actor's name. So
is there anything else?
Curious. Oh yeah, he's been in a bunch of stuff. Alan Tudyk obviously has been in a bunch of stuff. Plays Tucker. So Tyler Labine has been in Rise of the Planet of the Apes, Monsters University, Flyboys. He was on a TV show as well. I'm trying to find it. He was in an episode of It's Always Sunny, which is fun.
That meant, I can see that for sure.
He was in that 6 episodes of that TV series Startup, which I actually kind of liked. He was in Super Troopers too.
What? He was?
Yes, sir. As Mountie something that I can't pronounce.
Oh, he's in a good old fashioned orgy in 2011.
Sure. A year after this movie. Anyway, that's a great point, though. If he was played differently, he'd be less endearing. He's just so dopey and lovable, and you just want to give him a hug. You know,
you really do. You really do. You just want to give him love. But yeah, I definitely I liked his character, and like I said, I like the slapsticky element because like it was very slapstick, but like funny because you're like. It's just you know, making fun of the horror tropes in these movies. Yes. And I really loved the sheer timing of how, like, when, you know, these kids are gonna attack everybody, and like especially the one where the kid dives headfirst in the wood chipper. That's so fucking funny.
Just hucked himself right in the wood chipper.
Fuck.
It's, you know, you're right, because I have a lot of disdain for slapstick humor. I do, because it worked in 1920, you know, and it worked for like Three Stooges and stuff like that. But like, I don't know, whatever, like what you like. I'm not here to judge anybody, but my humor doesn't usually like, I don't get a lot of humor out of like slapstick stuff. Like right. Ow, fall down, go boom. Like, ow, I hit my balls. Ow. I donked my head. Ow! Like, I don't know. Like, fine, laugh at what you think is funny. That's great. But usually that stuff doesn't hit for me. But I think the timing and the slapstick humor in this, it isn't overplayed. Because sometimes, you know, when it's like going, whoa! You know, it's, God, I feel so, like, tired. But, like, this is interesting because it feels like the slapstick feels organic to the story, and it doesn't feel forced, and it doesn't feel like they're yucking it up. It feels like it's slapstick, but it's actually horror, if you know what I mean. You know, it's,
oh yeah. Totally.
So I think writing that line, I think they did a fantastic job because it didn't feel, a lot of slapstick to me feels very low effort and goofy, and this didn't. It felt very like natural to the story they were telling and the comedy that they're trying to come up with, because the lines, like the writing, is very good. The writing is very good.
I agree with
the
that.
lines they had, I can tell there was a lot of improvisation, like improvisation.
There you go. Improvisation.
But it all worked. It all totally worked. And I think having this like tag team of Tucker and Dale were fantastic, because you really empathize with both of them. Don't we all just want to get on with our fucking lives?
Yeah.
And sometimes we're just put in bad situations, you know?
Yeah, it's true. And sometimes you just want to look intimidating, and then you have to ask somebody if it worked.
I don't know what that's like at all.
Oh my god. What about
speaking of intimidating,
somebody must have dropped their table.
Somebody get to
upstairs.
Dave's house. Shit's going wrong.
No, Clubby One, I didn't ask for a sign.
The
okay?
Ouija ghost is following Dave. Don't give it power by
wonder
believing
my
in
life
it, Dave.
has sucked for the last 10 years.
No wonder I'm so fucking lonely.
Oh man, it's been following all of us. But what would you say your favorite part about this movie is?
I would say the horror film commentary, because it's Cabin in the Woods. It's like all those stereotypical things that were like really popular at the time, that they just play right into. I don't know if I have a specific favorite element, because I think they all work together in perfect harmony to give us a really fun time, because there's some lore built into it. There's a twist. There's plenty of blood and guts, if you like that. There's slapstick. There's really funny lines. I think they take a lot of, the thing that both comedy and horror, where they line up, is subverting your expectations. And so, and if you can subvert them in a funny and interesting way, I think it captures me. And this does that tremendously. Even watching it now, I hadn't seen it in a very long time. And watching it now, I watched it with somebody who'd never seen it either. And it got all the same laughs out of them as it still got out of me, even knowing what's going to happen. It's just still fun.
I agree. It's very fun. I'm not sure. Again, I don't remember if I disliked it or if I didn't get it the first time, or if I'm just making that all up. But this time, I definitely very much enjoyed it. And yeah, I don't want to give anything. I mean, it's a 13-year-old movie, but I know that I want to watch it with Clubby One, so I'm definitely not trying to give too much away, because it's so good and funny. And I do love when movies have great commentary on just like tropey things, and this definitely like, in my opinion, picks apart very well some of the tropes in horror movies.
Yeah, no, I fully agree, and I think that's kind of, I didn't see the entire trailer, but that's a little bit of a gripe that I have with the trailer. It shows a lot of the kills and stuff, or like alludes to them quite a bit, but even that being said, you don't lose anything, because the funny stuff is the stuff around those things, not necessarily those exact events. And this movie knows that and played into it perfectly. I think this is like quintessential horror comedy.
Oh, for sure. And I never really understood horror comedy as a genre, but this movie makes me definitely enjoy it.
Yeah. I love horror films, and I love good comedies too. And when you can do a good horror comedy and you could do it right, where it both has like pretty creepy stuff, but also a lot of, this is more funny than horror, but I'd say the staple of horror comedy for me, in my opinion, is Shaun of the Dead. It is both a scary movie and wildly hilarious. I got to see that in theaters, and like, I love that movie. I think it is like the perfect horror comedy.
Yeah, I would love to watch that one again.
Let's do it, dude.
We can watch it on for stream, not on stream.
Yeah, sure. That's fine. I like that dynamic. But yeah, no, we absolutely should, because a good horror comedy is fantastic, but a bad horror comedy is miserable. It's fucking miserable. You know?
So bad.
Jesus.
Yes, I do know. I watched Scream.
Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. Eat shit, Dave.
You walked right into that one.
I did.
God,
I really
you walked
did.
Straight into that one.
I set myself up for pure failure.
You just hucked yourself headfirst into a wood chipper for that
one. God bless you all. Shout out to Colby1. Use those Scream mask emotes. Show your pride. But yeah, man, I think this is a great film. Do you have any dislikes?
Do I have any dislikes?
Yeah.
No, I don't think that I do.
Okay, I do.
I really don't think
I do. I have one that is a dislike and one that's dislike adjacent. It doesn't. None of these things kill it for me. The only thing that like really stuck out to me this time was the college kids. The one girl. She's just, oh my gosh, the over the top blonde girl character.
Yeah.
What? My shoot. Like, I get it, but it felt more scary movie than like, I don't know, because like if this was played a little more straight, like if her characters played more straight and some of the college kids were played a little more straight, I would have gotten a little more comedic value out of it. But the over the top blonde girl horror movie trope thing, not the girl who was quote unquote captured or hurt, but the other one who was like trying to find her friend was very like, ooh, there's lots of mud and ooh, it's gross out here. I'm like, okay, like I get what you're saying, but it doesn't really add anything. That didn't really hit for me this time. But it didn't ruin
it because everybody else, in my opinion, was just as overplayed in their archetype.
I
just
understand
don't think you
that.
like that archetype.
I agree. Everybody else was overplayed, a little overplayed. You know, I thought her character was a lot overplayed, and it did feel more like scary movie territory. That like I thought if everybody was played a little more straight, like the college kids in general were played a little more straight, it would have been even funnier for me. But that. And the only other dislike I have is it kind of a little bit, not so much. It was leaning into some of those like nice guy tropes, you know?
Oh yeah.
That was kind of like,
I
don't know. I don't know if it landed. Some of those things didn't land quite as hard as they did, 13 years ago necessarily, but none of those things take away from my enjoyment of the film. And I'll definitely be watching this thing again.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely I can see why you disliked a couple of those things. At first I was like, ugh, too much.
It is too much because they introduced those characters first.
Yes,
and that's when I was watching it, and the person I watched it with was like, "This is like a scary movie kind of thing," and I was like, "Just watch it, just trust."
Yeah, I think as it went on, I got it. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, they're all supposed to be over the top. And, like, I don't think that over the top girl rose to the level of scary movie. I think that it was just right. It's just that archetype is annoying.
Yes, I agree.
And is already over the top. So I think that's why, because everyone else, I I think if they played it a little bit straighter, sure, it would have been a lot funnier. But it was already hilarious, so I didn't care. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, overall, again, none of these things took away from me, but it's something I noticed this time. My tastes have changed a little bit in 13 years, so it stuck out a little more to me. But I think in its time, it definitely worked. People love this movie. I fucking love this movie. So yeah, I don't know. It is interesting. I'm torn on the dumb blonde stereotype. I even think by then it was a little overplayed too. So maybe that's I just have a beef with the stereotype because I think
that's what it is.
It hadn't been relevant in so long, because even by 2010, that's not a real stereotype. That stereotype kind of died out in like the early 90s. So
yeah, I agree. It died out. I just I thought the character was annoying for sure because I don't like the archetype either. Yeah. I just didn't mind that she was over the top because, like I said, everybody's over the top. They just have different archetypes.
Yeah, no, for sure. They definitely all have distinct archetypes. So, whatever. At the end of the day, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say I do think though that it ends up being better because Tucker and Dale are played pretty straight and they are living in this horror film trope.
Yeah.
And they're reacting how basically all of us would, like, what the fuck is happening?
That is where the comedy comes from. Hands down. Is because Tucker, Alan Tudyk's character, is the straight man. Period.
Oh, yeah.
Dale's kind of like, he's kind of goofy. He's just like, a little lovelorn. He's just like pining after this girl, but all this stuff keeps going bad. And he's like really smart, but also kind of dumb.
Really dumb.
Like, I guess would be more book smart than socially smart and stuff. But like, Tucker is so funny because he's just like, what the hell? He's trying to keep it together. And, Dale's kind of trying to like awkwardly not woo this girl. He's kind of like stay out of her way, but just by being kind of like a sweet teddy bear kind of a guy, we learn like, it kind of works for them. It's cute. I don't know. It's cute. Yeah. I enjoyed it. So overall for me, this is a big recommend. I think this is a spooky movie, Halloween time staple. If you also want some laughs and you like horror as well, I think this hits a lot of those things.
Yeah, I agree. It's a big recommend for me too. I don't. I will say I slightly disagree. It's not spooky in any way, shape, or form. It's just a really good movie that plays on, horror movie tropes, and I still think that makes it a fantastic horror comedy, and definitely recommended. You should see it if you haven't yet. See it with some friends or a loved one, but high recommend.
Yeah. So I guess to clarify my statement, nothing was like scary really. I think the atmosphere they set up though was like properly spooky when they were leading into those things. Because when we see from the college kids' perspective, there's like fog and there's these like hillbillies on a boat and stuff. It's funny. It is funny, but I think there's a good atmosphere enough for you to like buy into their perspective.
Yeah, I thought it was a great way to use those tropes and give us the view of an audience from a horror film.
Yeah,
and then snap back to the audience of what's happening?
Of a sweet buddy film about two men fixing up a cabin in the woods to live out their dreams. They're interrupted by these college kids who've seen too many horror films.
Exactly. Love it.
It is funny. Yeah, so 2 big recommends from us. Definitely go check out Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Is this streaming anywhere? Let me look.
Tucker and Dale versus Evil?
Yeah. I know where we watched it. But that's not where everybody else. Legal. Which is very legal. You can watch on Prime Video right now. It's included with Prime. So you can watch that. You can watch it on Crackle, on Hulu, whatever the fuck Magnolia Selects is.
It's free on Prime if you have a subscription.
Yeah, Peacock. It's on Plex. It's on Pluto. It's on Roku, Tubi. Go watch this
all kinds of
movie.
places.
There's like 30 places you can watch this movie right now. Go see it. I highly recommend it. It's really fun. It's really
very
fun.
Definitely go see it.
I can't sing its
and
praises
thank you.
enough. Yes, I fully agree. But yeah, that's about wrapping it up for us, Dave. What else we got going on?
So, like I said earlier in the stream, we have an episode that just dropped on Monday, and we better hurry up and get the fuck off a stream.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
We have an episode of the podcast that just dropped on Monday. It's Alien versus Alien. It's space horror films. And then a week from Monday, we have another episode coming out. It's
OG slasher films.
And it's Friday the 13th versus Nightmare on Elm Street. Okay, bye.
Okay, listen, I'm not a scared of Jordan. I ain't scared of nothing. Oh, hey, what's up, Psychotic Asylum?
What's up?
Welcome. Glad to have you chatting. But listen, dude, we have some good stuff. We are talking about Alien versus Aliens. It's out now. Watch it. You can watch us doing the show on YouTube if you like, or listen to it on the podcast streaming platforms, whatever, if you want to do that. But yes, we are getting into Halloween horror movie proper territory. In a week from Monday, we're talking about OG slasher films. We're talking about the original Friday the 13th and the original Nightmare on Elm Street with Freddy Sharpfingers. What's his name?
It's Freddy Christmas Sweater.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Oh, dude, I'm just saying we are doing great. Thanks for asking.
Doing great.
We're like this is my favorite movie watching time of the year. It really is. And like,
because it's not weird the movies you're watching at this point.
People don't look at me strange. You don't look at me as strange. And I can force you to watch all the weird shit that I really, really love. Because, oh, you know what we're going to watch, Dave? Oh my gosh. We're definitely watching this. Oh, so, okay, did you like VHS 85, Psychotic Asylum? I'd be curious.
I remember VHS was so fucking creepy to me.
I love the original VHS. Yeah, I don't know if I've seen the sequels or not, but
I can't remember if I have or not.
Oh, okay. So I knew it was in the works. I didn't know if it had come out yet, but well, report back and let us know what you think. I think the original was great. Dave, we're gonna have a movie night. I'm gonna make you watch some weird David Lynch stuff, but I really want to make you watch the movie Climax. It's a dance horror film.
What?
And I love it. It's a Gaspar Noé film, and I fucking love it. I love it. It's a horrible nightmare all the way through, and I just love it. So we're gonna watch Climax, and dude, I'm very excited. Okay, so I agree with you. I'm not a huge found footage horror fan, but when it gets it right, dude. I mean, both you and I, Dave, we both love The Fourth Kind. We enjoyed that film.
Oh, so good.
So we talked about this in season. Was it season 1?
I don't remember.
Our finale, one of the seasons of our show.
Yeah, season 1. Yeah.
We did Blair Witch Project versus Paranormal Activity.
Mm-hmm.
I found a newfound love for the Blair Witch Project. I fucking love that movie, and I'm gonna watch it again this year because I truly enjoyed it. I fucking hated Paranormal Activity so much.
Yeah, he did.
So much, but I really did love The Fourth Kind. I think it's great.
Fourth Kind is so good.
It is very good. So no, I haven't seen the 2016 because that was an Adam Wingard film from 2016. I heard it didn't do super good, but I don't know. What did you think of it? I'm legitimately curious.
Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna watch that.
Okay. Getting high praise. I'm down to watch it. I just mainline movies this coming month, so I'm here for it, dude.
Watch a lot of shit I don't want to watch, I'm sure.
Okay, that is one thing I heard too. Like the more polished look and feel of the film put some people off, but like I don't know, it's 17 years later than the original. The original was such a low budget film, so yeah.
It's true. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that the acting and it felt natural in the original. Yeah, Icky, you're not a fan of a lot of things that are really great. So,
I mean, again, I'm also not a very big found footage fan, but my gripes come from a lot of found footage being so fucking lazy. There's so many lazy ass, boring found footage films that I absolutely hate. But I loved Cloverfield.
Cloverfield's really good.
I loved Cloverfield, and I loved 10 Cloverfield Lane, whatever. I love the next one. I like that one even better. It's not a found footage film, but yeah. So I understand that, and I'm not hating on anybody who loves found footage. Like, if you have your thing and you like it, a found footage film, for me to like really invest in it, has to be good. What was that movie? Was it Troll Hunter?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I also really liked that film too, as a found footage film. There's some that are really great, and they're amongst some of my favorite horror films. But man, I've seen a lot of them, and I'd say 90+% of them are so fucking lazy. And it's some asshole who mistakes walking through a house with a camcorder with atmosphere. And it's like, no, you have to build atmosphere. You have to actually have a plan to some degree. Yeah, Troll Hunter. I love that movie. I would watch that again, but
Blake, what do you mean? You can't just fly by the seat of your pants? I don't believe you.
No, fuck that shit. I have a lot of films. Okay. Oh, so John's a man to listen to, for sure.
He's got a lot of movie knowledge, that man.
Okay, I'm gonna take all your recommendations too. The Den. I don't know what Bloodstream is. I've heard of The Den, but okay, I'm literally writing these down.
You can also send them to us on our Discord.
That's true. You can join our Discord and literally give us all the suggestions. We're open to all of them.
Yes.
But yeah, so much stuff going on. I'm very excited to get back into spooky season here. I'm ready for it.
Icky, you're also a mod on the stream, so
yeah, you are a mod on the stream.
Talking shit. Oh man. Oh man. I do really like spooky season. I definitely have a lot of spooky season plans. So.
Me too. I always do. They always fall short of expectations because I get very hyped, and whatever. You can only do the best we can do. Yeah. See. Okay. That's a big thing. Is being able to tell.
Calling me out like that.
Being able to tell the stinkers from the good ones. I like. Listen. Give me a really bad horror film. And I'm on board. Something that's fun. Dave and I really like shitty bad films.
It's true. We do.
But that's the thing with found footage horror films. There's not a lot of fun bad ones. The bad ones are just boring.
It's true. They are very boring. See, Icky, God damn it! This is why we can't have nice things. You don't like anything nice. This pumpkin over here. It's the best flavor for fall.
It is, like, I don't care. I know I'm a white person, but come on. Like, pumpkin is objectively delicious and festive.
No, you're
Fuck
wrong,
off.
Icky.
Listen,
have you ever eaten an actual pumpkin?
I love you so much, but no. It's probably amongst one of the worst takes you've ever had. I'm just saying.
It is, 100%. Especially because pumpkin pie is pumpkin flavored.
Okay, so I also want to get back to found footage really quick, like The Entity, which is okay. So, okay, I'm writing it down. I've never seen it. I've never seen The Entity, but I'm gonna check it out. So there's also things like Cannibal Holocaust. Almost every movie, even if I fucking hate it, I usually watch it all the way through. I couldn't finish Cannibal Holocaust because, not that it was. I know it's a found footage film and stuff. It's not entirely real, but they killed real ass animals. Yes, exactly. And like, we have to watch them actually killing animals, and I was like, I'm gonna barf. I can't actually. I couldn't finish watching it. It made me feel sick because we had to watch real animal deaths, and I was like, nah.
Nah, I'm all right.
Nah, thanks
Definitely
though. Yeah, I like some fucked up shit, but not when real animals are involved, dude. Yeah. Yeah. Literally, because that's the first thing I did. Yes, I agree with you. I'm fully out because I'd read about it and then I started watching it and I stopped it because I was like, I'm gonna be sick because it looks too much. And so I looked it up just to see, and sure enough, I was like, these are actual real animal killings, and I never went back to the movie. So I don't know, man. I can't hang like that. I don't like horror films for like gore. Like, I'm fine with horror movies with gore in it if it makes sense and it serves the story. Like, there's some gory ass films that I really love, but I don't search out horror films because of the gore. It doesn't really do much for me. But oh boy. Oh yes, I fully agree with you in the non-horror realm of found footage films. There's some great stuff. I think the format is interesting and fun when used smartly and creatively. I've never seen Project Almanac. I don't even know if I know what that is. Okay, noted.
I've never heard of it either. Mm-mm.
As long as it's not Michael Bay's Ninja Turtles. A fucking nightmare.
Oh, that was a nightmare and a half, for sure.
A visual nightmare, at least.
Oh.
But short of that, thank you so much for tuning in. We're a bit on the whims of Dave's schedule here, so when we'll be back, I don't know. But we try to do a movie night too. We watch a bunch of crazy old movies that we find. So if you're into that, yeah, thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. So tune in. We're always watching old weird movies and chatting and stuff. So hop on in. But we definitely got to get back to some real movie streams like this. I miss this, Dave.
Yes, we do. And I'd say we'll probably do a couple more here soon.
Yeah. Let me know. And because whatever, I don't leave my apartment. What the fuck, man?
It's true.
Yeah.
You don't. You're very sad.
Hang out with my cat and cry a little bit.
Well, I hang out and eat pumpkin, waiting to see Obi-Wan again, so I get it.
It's just he stands there with a fork full of pumpkin cheesecake, staring at the window, single tear. One day, she'll return. One day,
exactly. Yeah. Exactly. I really don't appreciate you outing me like that.
I'm sorry. Listen, you brought it up. I just had to take the wheel and drive us off a cliff with it, okay?
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Okay, incantation. I'm writing that down too. Well, thank you so much for showing up, and thank you to everybody.
Yes.
Hawk Rules, First Price Games. Jordan was on here for a little bit. We got Clubby1, we got Icky, we got the homies, we got John. Miss you, buddy. Always good to see you here. And Psychotic Asylum. Nice to meet you. Thanks. You're always welcome here, and we'll catch you on the next one, guys.
Yes, please come hang out. We'll see you then.
Yes, love you, miss you. I'm gonna eat some cheesecake.